Okay, so I started pulling cards on my situation and I figured I'd upload it because it might fit into somebody else's situation. Uh, Basically, what I asked was, what can we look forward to? What can I look forward to, healing and getting through all this toxicity, to say the least. And this is what I got so far. I got an expectation, and I got the marriage card. And then we got unexpected income. And then we got family room. And then we got pathway. I can pull a few more. So here we go. What can myself and the collective look forward to through all this situation? I've been watching a lot of readers, and it seems like it's the same story all across the board. So a lot of us collective chosen ones are currently having to heal from betrayals and toxicity and copycats and karmics, and in some cases even people trying to sacrifice you to gain fame and fortune. And although it's good that these readers are getting these messages out and everything, and although a lot of it's accurate, if not all of it, it's still taxing, on the energy, and it's still very sad. It's heartbreaking, to hear that so many people are going through all this. And I mean, it's really sad when you realize just how toxic the world is, There's so much more at play here than just, like fake news or the tragedies that happen in the world. Like now we've got traumas within our own family and betrayals and backstabbings, and pretty much it's like Judas and Jesus all over again, Those of us who are trying to walk in light and shed light in this dark world, just like Jesus did, are getting betrayed left and right by a Judas in our lives, or many Judases in our lives. And although, they have a purpose, because Judas had a purpose. He was supposed to betray Jesus. That was all part of the plan, in order for him to go to the cross, in order for something much greater to come of the situation, but still it's tragic, Okay, so I pulled change after pathway, and then message of concern, reverse. So a lot of us, I will say that I personally, watching these readings, I have been taking what resonates, as we should, right? Taking what resonates and kind of building off of that foundation to kind of almost investigate, what's going on in my particular situation, because I don't have all the pieces of the puzzle quite yet, right? I'm figuring it out, and I get downloads and dreams, and get real spacey sometimes, and usually that's when I get the downloads, is during the day when I'm just kind of spacey. But I've been watching these readings, and trying to build my own foundation. Now, I do feel like that some of us are actually expecting marriage, like it just all across the board, just cut and paste across the board, right? Is a lot of us are expecting a marriage that's going to bring some type of financial stability with this unexpected income, right? Now, I pulled some cards on myself earlier, and I noticed within this deck, now this is the Kipper deck, right? I noticed within this deck, the house behind the hands is the same exact house in this deck that's labeled house. So I don't know if that's significant in some way, shape, or form, but it's the same exact house in the background when it says unexpected income. So I almost wonder if with this marriage and unexpected income, now the unexpected income, it looks like the person that's handing the money to the other person is wearing like a suit and, you know, a golden ring, and that looks like a significant golden piece of coin. Okay, and he's extending it to somebody who's, you can see, is in rags. It looks like maybe less fortunate, not wearing a suit. Okay. Now with the house being in the background, being the same exact house as the house card in this deck, I feel like that house is significant. I feel like there's a house connected to this money, that this house is going to be acquired along with this coin, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, with the family room to me in this deck is like something that's not exposed yet, something that is being hidden, right? Something that's a secret, right? Because you think you're inside your home, you know, having your tea and catering to your plants and whatever, what have you, that it's supposed to be a safe space, a space where you can be free to be yourself, right? So, and what happens in your home is in your home, right? Nobody should have access to what's going on in your home without your permission, right? So it tells me something that's has not been exposed yet. Okay? And with this pathway card, I'm going to be honest with you. This pathway card always gives me vibes of like, I hate to say it, but it always gives me vibes of like someone going on their pathway to heaven, right? Like a journey to, you know, like their soul's not with us anymore. But I know in this particular spread that I pulled, this is like something that's destined to happen for some of you. Okay. And with these butterflies here, I do want to pinpoint the butterflies. With these butterflies, I see the butterflies are like ancestors, right? That are helping, guiding you along this pathway. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Or forest, whatever. So I just wanted to point that out. I also feel like this is a very clear path too. Like there's not many obstacles in the way. There's none at all, actually. It's a very straight, clear pathway, right? And then this change card, obviously, for those of you who are expecting a marriage and, the unexpected income because of you being so intuitive, right? Obviously, you're not already married and you might be like myself, sometimes struggling a little bit here and there. But this is a change that's destined to happen, okay? Now this change makes me feel like, this card always makes me feel like somebody who's packing their bags and traveling, right? Because you've got the car and he's got all his luggage. He's got all his luggage packed up on there, stuffed up there, piled high as he could get it without it falling over. He's got it all strapped in, ready to go on a long journey, right? This card, especially hearing all the readings that I've been hearing, makes me feel like someone's traveling to the collective, packing his or her bags and traveling to the collective, right? Leaving behind whatever this is, this little community that they've probably been in for quite some time, right? It's a big change. Message of concern reversed. So with this change happening, obviously this is something that's not to be feared. In fact, this sounds like exciting news, for whoever this resonates for. I feel like a lot of you out there might resonate with some of my story, and you've just kind of been, you've been the wounded warrior. You are the wounded warrior, and you've kind of been through the ringer, unjustifiably been through a lot, and honestly, if that's true in your case, you deserve this, you deserve the marriage and the unexpected income, and to be on your right pathway, and for this blessings and abundance. It's owed to you. You deserve it. See if I can pull a few more. What can the collective and myself look forward to? Please, Spirit. Please, Spirit. Any final messages on maybe what we can look forward to, given the circumstance, given the situation? Spirit, Spirit, Spirit. Holy Creator, Holy Divine, love of our life. What can I look forward to, Spirit? Maybe just one more card. What can my... Oh, okay. So we got the toil and labor reversed. Okay, so I'm assuming that after this unexpected income comes in and you're on your pathway and this change happens, of course you're not going to have to work very hard anymore. And if you do, I feel like it's going to be something that you actually enjoy doing. Okay? You can spend a lot more time, whether that be staying home with your kids and devoting more time to your children, or, if you're an artist, if you enjoy doing music, if you enjoy painting, drawing, you're going to be able to stay in one place, in one spot, and do the thing you love, right? If you do work, it's going to be something that you really enjoy doing. Other than that, you really won't have to put in much work doing anything else, And the numbers that are standing out, though, in these cards as well is 11, 9, and 10. So you might be seeing these synchronicities. As of lately, I know I have. That might be significant as well. Okay, do you got one more for us? Spirit, spirit, spirit. What can we in the collective look forward to? And by the way, hello to all and shout out to all the star seeds and the earth angels. People out here trying to make a difference in the world for the better. I want to let you know that you're doing an amazing job and to stay strong, because the world needs us, and as hard as these situations, may become with the betrayals, recovering from betrayals, and backstabbing and copycats and drama and stalking and whatever the case may be in your particular situation. It does get very taxing and very hard, but I want you to know that you're doing an amazing job. Now, another piece of very important information I have for you is to remember that the goal of these people that are set in your life to try to destroy you in some way, shape, or form, their goal is to bring you down to a lower vibration like them and to keep you down in a lower vibration like them, so you don't help to change the world. Because if you end up helping people to change the world for the better and shine light in these particular situations and shine light on the darkness that they are inflicting on others, then it makes it much harder for them to attack people. Because if you're waking others up, to what's going on around them, then you're pretty much giving those people who were once victims of these things, you're giving them weapons to use. Okay, information and weapons to use. And these people that want to keep them and you in a lower vibration need you to be vulnerable. They need you to be weak. They need you to not know what's going on. They need you to not know, because knowledge is power, right? And so if you don't know certain things, it helps instill fear, and it's easier to gaslight you, and it's easier to traumatize you, and take from you in your energy, take away your higher vibration, especially if you're like me. I don't mean to, toot my own horn or whatever, but if you're like me and you typically have a higher vibration and typically a happy person, very playful energy, very kind of free spirit type of energy, they're not going to like this, because they are so low vibrational and they are so miserable, and they can't understand why you are not like them, why you are such a happy-go-lucky person with just having a little bit, and it's because we know the value of life, we know what's important, what's more valuable than diamonds and gold and money and, like things like that. So anyways, the message is, don't let them take away from your life. Don't let them win, okay? Don't let them cause you to lose yourself, okay? And turn into one of them, because the goal is for you to turn out to be bitter and angry and feel like life's unfair, right? This isn't just that all these people are doing this and this is happening to me. Why me? They're attacking me for what reason? It's not righteous. It's not good. Da 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 da. Especially if you're being attacked under people who claim to be religious and be all about God. That's a story for another day. But yeah, it can be very easy to slip into that bitterness and like, F all you guys and I hate you and da 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 and be unforgiving and things like that. But they want you to do that. They want you to slip into that. Because misery loves company, right? Now let me give you another little piece of advice. Here's another weapon to put in your weapon closet or whatever. They hate it when you're happy. They hate to see you smile. They hate to see you having fun. They hate to see you happy. And they most importantly hate to see you healing. So, with that being said, make it a point to heal. Make it a point to be happy, to thrive and to do what makes you happy. Figure out what makes you happy, what brings joy into your life. And do it. Do that particular thing that makes you happy. And keep doing those things. Keep raising your vibration on purpose for you, but in spite of them. They did all this shit to try to destroy you, right? They're doing all this crap to try to bring you down and destroy you and attack you and bring you down to their vibration. Well, what loyalties do you owe to them? So live your life. Keep raising your vibration. Love yourself. Keep loving on yourself. Heal. Because forget them. And that's the advice I have for you. And there's a weapon to put in your weapon closet, okay? And the other card I pulled was courtship. So, of course, if you're going to get married, if you're expecting a marriage, somebody's going to court you, okay? And this is part of your pathway. I see this little Cupid, and even though he's a statue, he makes me think of, him being a little angel, a little guardian angel on your team, a spirit guide, kind of looking over like, okay, helping ordain this particular meet and greet, this courtship. That's what it makes me think of. And this card, though, what it looks like, so the guy looks very nervous, right? He looks very nervous courting this woman, but very fascinated by her. But the woman just kind of seems like, oh, here we go. That's what it's giving me. It's like, if any of you are like me going on this journey, you're on this self-love journey, you're just like so over, like, you're just like, oh, whatever, So that's the vibes it's giving me. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck was sudden wealth. And what's always pointed out to me is the number 777, the numbers of God. So that might be significant. Okay, I'm gonna pull out of my, I don't know what I want to call this deck yet, but I just kind of had downloads along the way and my own little personal experiences spirits used for me to write things on these cards and kind of mix them together. And I don't know, I see it's like a motivational deck, but a lot of it's like music that I listen to that helps raise my vibration. So if nothing else, you'll get a couple of good songs out of this deck to help you in, difficult times. That's another thing. Another weapon to put in your weapon closet or whatever is that when you are feeling down, if something bad happens, if miserable people around you try to make you miserable with them, and it actually works for a little bit of a time. Step away from that person and put on music that you enjoy. Okay? Put on happy-go-lucky music that gets your body moving. Dancing is a great way to raise your vibration. Okay? It's a wonderful way to raise your vibration. Just listening to music, dancing. I dance with my kids a lot because they like the music that I listen to. I listen to pretty much anything and everything. Doesn't really matter. Good music is good music, So I listen to it with them, and I just dance like, That's another thing is if you're healing on a healing journey and you have kids, it's really good for your inner child. You can channel that inner child while you're like playing with your kids or like, dancing with them or engaging with them, and trying to channel that inner child while you're doing those activities like playing cars or something or video games or something. It really helps to heal that inner child, because you're becoming a kid again, you still know that you're their parent and everything, but you get to become a kid again and like re-heal stuff that you might have missed out on, and then your kids, you get to bond with your kids at the same time. So it's like a win-win, Anyways, all right. Positive final messages for myself and the collective, please. And thank you, Spirit. At the bottom, I saw Sagittarius, so somebody might be a Sagittarius, like me, in the collective. That might resonate. I don't know. Any final positive messages for myself and the collective regarding the situation? Please and thank you, Spirit, Spirit, Spirit. Any final messages for me and collective? Spirit, Spirit, Spirit. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Any final messages? Any final messages? Inspirational messages, song downloads, anything, Spirit. Final messages for me and the collective. Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, I guess that's all of them. So what I got so far is it is time to set energetic boundaries. Very important. Very significant and essential to your healing journey is to cut off toxic people. People that drain you energetically. If you're around somebody, in my particular situation, the person that is the most taxing on my energy, since I've been going on this ascension, my body's been showing me symptoms. So my skin breaks out. Okay? When I get around this person. I'll be higher vibrational before being around this person, and then hanging out with them for too long, I'll start coming down into like this depression, sad, lower vibrational. I can feel the difference, the fluctuation in energy. So it's time to set energetic boundaries. Pay attention. Close attention to your body, how your body reacts around certain people, how you feel emotionally. Compare and contrast how you felt before hanging around that person and how you feel after hanging around that person. Okay? Now, in the same aspect, while you're going through all this, okay, this is going to be very hard. This is easier said than done. But your enemies need healing. You're going to have to try to channel compassion in the situation. Because forgiveness is another essential part of your healing. Okay? I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, it's difficult to forgive when you're currently dealing with people doing crazy stuff around you, all right? And all you're doing is trying to stay in your own lane, mind your own business, take care of your kids, take care of responsibilities, make ends meet, and you're trying to heal yourself, and people are still doing crazy stuff around you. It is very difficult to forgive, but let me tell you something. If you can forgive, if we can learn to forgive these people in the midst of it, who can honestly say that they have done that before? How many people have actually been able to do that? I want to know. Legitimately. I mean, drop it in the comments if you have a number or know, like, of some study that was done or whatever that, people were actually able to forgive people in the midst of the mess. Then, that's amazing. Another thing I got is yawn. So on the back of this card, I put, they are becoming bored and you're just so over it. Which is true, after, like, if your enemies attack you for so long and do enough damage, try to do enough damage and the same things over and over again, and you don't react and you don't respond the way that they want you to over time, it gets very boring. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, like I was saying, yawn, it says they are becoming bored and you're just so over it. So yeah, if people keep attacking you and keep trying to mess with you and play in your energy and everything, and you just stop reacting, I know it's difficult, and we're not always going to get it right. We're not always going to be spot on with not reacting to the stupid shit they do around us, okay? But for the most part, if you don't react, you don't respond to the gaslighting or the games or the, mind games or underhanded insults or whatever, right? It becomes very boring for them. Because the entertainment comes when they get a reaction out of you. Remember that, okay? And the next piece of advice is let the trash take itself out. Okay? So, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do have a lot of knowledge of the Bible. And the Bible does say the dead will bury the dead. Alright? And to me, that's pretty much what this means. Let the trash take itself out. And what I put on the back of this is take a step back, remove yourself from the toxicity and the karmics, as I've said, and let them filter each other out. Because that's what they're going to do. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So I put on the back of this, take a step back, remove yourself from the toxicity and karmics, and let them filter each other out. And that's exactly what they're going to do. The dead's going to bury the dead. Because a lot of you are earth angels and chosen ones, and a lot of you are like me, and you keep your head down, mind your business, cross your T's, dot your I's, try to just stay in your own lane and become better versions of yourself, and these people come for you. without even trying to get to know you for real, without even trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, a fighting chance. And a lot of cases I'm hearing, it's all started off of a smear campaign, just hateful, jealous, envious people in your life. And for those of you who are dealing with that, I am sincerely sorry that you've had to endure and deal with that. But you are a wounded warrior, and you're much stronger for that. So, but if they were willing to come for you, just know that they have no loyalties anywhere. Okay? So chances are they're going to start turning on each other. For enough money, I mean, a lot of cases, I'm hearing that, a lot of this had to do with money. They were willing to destroy, sabotage, drag your name through the mud, and all that crap over money. Sometimes your own family. Okay? Sometimes people you've had kids with. Right? So, for enough money, they'll rat each other out. For enough money, they'll throw each other under the bus. For enough money, they'll forget that's where their loyalties were once at. Okay? Trust me, they have no loyalties anywhere. So, remove yourself from the toxicity. Remove yourself from these people. Mind your P's and Q's. Stay to yourself. Stay in your own lane. And let them sort each other out. Let them take each other out. Because that's what they're going to end up doing. For enough money, yeah, they'll get each other locked up. They'll get each other murdered. They'll get each other, trigger warning. They'll get each other, set up. Don't worry. It's a matter of time. Because in a lot of cases, there's a group of people, a community of people who teamed up against a few of you, or like one of you, or whatever. So, those group of people thought that their loyalties were within that group. They were wrong. And in no time, they're going to find out that, there was no loyalties there to begin with. Okay? Now, next piece of advice is negative energies only have as much power as you give them. Okay? This is something that I'm working on personally myself. Alright? Negative energies only have as much power as you give them. Okay? So, say hypothetically, you have a narcissist in your life, right? A narcissist was an energy drainer. Well, their negative energy, maybe their negative energy is their gossip, right? So they want to entangle you in participating in the gossip to play a part in that, I guess. I don't know. It's a form of energy draining to get you to engage with their toxicity, right? Because misery loves company. Let's remember that. All right. If you refuse to engage, you're not giving those negative energies any power. Say hypothetically, you're being gang stalked, right? Unrighteously so, because I'm hearing a lot about this too, and other readers post, and it's showing up everywhere, all across YouTube. So this is a real problem that people deal with. Say you're being gang stalked, right? You don't give them any energy. You don't give them any power. They're going to be powerless. And remember, these negative energies, a lot of them are people whose bodies, vessels have been overtaken by negative energies, by entities, demons. A lot of them don't even know that they're being controlled. A lot of them think that they don't know that they're being controlled, but they are also hiding behind God. They're that oblivious. Okay? But as long as you don't engage, they only have as much power as you permit them to have in your life. Okay? So you don't interact with the gaslighting, I don't know, in your community, hypothetically, whatever, or the gaslighting with your particular narcissist in your life, or the stalking, or the trying to intimidate you, or playing head games and trying to make you believe that things are really going on around you and creating illusions and this and that to try to play with your mind. If you don't give it any power, they only have so much power. And again, let's remember, if you don't give it any energy, they start getting bored. Okay? You're not here for their entertainment. You're not here to be their dancing monkey. Alright? You're not here to, they do their little whatever they are going to do, right? And you get a reaction. They get a reaction out of you. You're their dancing monkey. They like it. It's their entertainment. Alright? That's not why you're here. You have a bigger mission. You have a purpose. They don't. Sometimes they're upset because they don't have a purpose. And you do. So they do these little underhanded, petty bullshit, right? And then when they get clout or they get attention and they can like laugh at you and mock you because they got a reaction and you become their dancing monkey, right? You're not here for their entertainment, okay? You're not their dancing monkey. In fact, as much as if you don't react to them, whatever your particular situation is, if you don't react to them, if you don't give them any energy, and you just pause for a second, you'll start to, like, you might be like me and spirit, and your spirit team will actually use these situations to make jokes to you, okay? And you can have like little inside jokes between you and your spirit team about the stuff that's going on around you, and it actually like lightens the load a lot. It actually like eases what's happening, and it's kind of funny because, like, I mean, I don't know. I know I look crazy sometimes when I start just busting up laughing at random, right? But spirit will give me like, in my spirit team will give me like little skits from like comedy movies or like people saying things like comedians or like just things that I've experienced in my own life, in like funny situations that I've been in or whatever, and use it as like humor to to get me through these difficult times. And you can actually sit back and laugh at your enemies, laugh at these negative energies, okay? These people that need healing, right? You can laugh at them in like you can still have compassion for them, but you can laugh at them in like a way that's like, you don't know how ridiculous you look right now. Like, I see what you're doing, and you actually kind of look ridiculous, right? But, like, I don't know, without giving them too much energy or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so the moral of the story is don't engage. I know it's hard, but don't engage. You got some good things coming, it looks like, despite all this. Just do what you got to do, and set these energetic boundaries. Try to have compassion in the situation, not only for your enemies, but for yourself as well, okay? Go easy on yourself, because if you're anything like me, you're very critical of yourself and kind of a perfectionist, you know. So go easy on yourself. Have compassion. Step away. Remove yourself from negative, toxic situations. You don't have to put yourself in negative, toxic situations. You can actually say, I'm not going to engage, and walk away. Okay? And negative energies only have so much power as you give them. So find hope and faith in that. Hopefully this message resonated some type of way with you and gave you a little bit of hope. I know all these readings, although that they are accurate, a lot of these readers are very gifted, very blessed by God and by Spirit, you know, and they're here to help. They're here to give us, you know, warnings and what to look out for and things like that. It's sometimes nice to hear what the end result, and you know, happily, if we're gonna have happily ever after, and you know, bring hope back into the vibration. So you got some good things coming, collective. A lot of you are intuitive, so you're expecting this. Just stay strong, you know. And the most important piece of advice of all of this I can give you, like I said, is don't let them drag you down into their vibration, into their level. Okay? Because that's the ultimate goal. That is the goal. They want you to be dragged down to their low vibrational level. And they're so desperate to get you there. They're so eager and desperate, and like they never wanted anything more in their entire lives than to bring you down with them. Because then if they can bring you down to their level, how are you special? How can people count on you and rely on you to bring light into this dark world, to bring hope to those who have none, to lead people to the light? Then those lower vibrationals can sit back and say, see, there's nothing special about that person. See, they're just as bad as me. See, they're just like me. And if they're vibing in an energy of envy and jealousy for whatever reason, right? They'll be happy to know that they've got you down there with them. Because then you're not special. You're not better than they are. Alright? But the truth of the matter is your soul makes you better than them. Because if you have a desire to help heal the world and uplift people and raise the vibration of the world as a collective energy and, nationwide, then you are naturally better than these people. If you can't be manipulated with money and diamonds and rubies and gold or whatever the case may be, or status, if you can't be enticed or manipulated by these things, or be an open vessel to lower vibrational energies like demons to control you, right? Like, that's what makes you special. You look out into the world and, you can be kind of like me, and you have resources, you have the bare necessities, right? You're not living in luxury though, but that's okay. You appreciate what you have because none of this matters. All right? And remember that once you get this, keep that in mind. Once you get this unexpected income and wealth or whatever is coming for you, don't lose yourself. Remember to not lose yourself. Okay? Because money is a big motivation for people to do nefarious, dark, evil, wicked, awful stuff to people. Especially to people who don't deserve it. Okay? So you're separate from all these lower vibrational people for a reason. And that's what creates balance in the world. It's yin and yang, right? They're the dark, you're the light. You're the light in the dark. They're the dark within the light. Without them, we would have no purpose, unfortunately, right? Without them, there would be no chaos, really no chaos in the world, no drama, no toxicity. So which means, there wouldn't be people, probably wouldn't be people out there who are in need, who need hope, who need faith, who need reassurance, who need to be led to the light, right? Without them, there's no us. And that's the unfortunate, sad truth. But they have to exist for us to thrive. Remember that, okay? Maybe that's one way you can look at it with compassion. Maybe that's one way you can see this in a more compassionate light for these people in the midst of it, is understanding that without them, if they don't exist, we do not thrive. We don't have a mission. Anyways, I'm going to pull something from the universe has your back, okay? So let's see what we got. It says, when I lean toward love, I am led. When I lean toward love, I am led. Okay, so this is telling me, especially from my own personal experiences, what I'm dealing with right now, leaning into self-love, right? When I lean toward love, I am led. Okay? So, and remembering that that's what the whole mission is, right? The mission is to embody universe, God, however you identify, source, creator, right? The mission is to embody him, creator, source, in fullest form. But it starts with love. Okay? Because he, creator, source, however you identify him, is love. That's the whole mission. We have to guide people to the light through love. And which means we have to embody what love is. Self-love. Love for others. Love of the things that actually matter. Okay? So when you put your love towards things like money, things like that, that's not embodying love in its truest form. All right? So we got some good things to expect. All right, just take a step back, set energetic boundaries. Don't react, because whatever's going on around you, these people, whatever, they're getting bored when you don't react, and they don't have any loyalties to each other, so it's gonna sort itself out. Just focus on self-love. Okay? It's all about love. And if you don't love yourself, you can't love the world. And there's people out there that need your love, or need you to convey and embody love in the particular way that you embody and portray love. There's certain people out there in the world that are ordained specifically to come in contact with you. All right. And that, sure, someone else could come along and give them the same message that you were going to give them, but it'll hit them differently coming from you, because you see, they were ordained to come across your path. I don't know what you believe, but that's what I believe. I believe that things are so, orchestrated that, yeah, there's certain people that are going to come across your channel or your life, when you're out there in the world, and that your message coming from you is going to hit them differently than if someone else came along with the same message. Because it was orchestrated that way. It was designed that you were supposed to run into place with that person at the right time. That's another reason why we have to make sure that we don't, stay in a lower vibration with these lower vibrational energies, entities that try to bring us down to their level. Because we have a mission. There's people that need us out there, okay? And we're cheating not only ourselves, but we're cheating those people that desperately need us, that will only receive our message, and it will hit them differently coming from us because it was orchestrated, all right? They need us. It's not, we're cheating ourselves and those people of a fair chance of a life of abundance, whatever that means for them, a life of healing, a life of walking in their true fullest potential. So I hope that this message has resonated with you guys. If it did, I would really appreciate if you showed me that it did, or told me that it did in the comments below, or if you like, share, subscribe even. Much appreciated. At this point in time, I just appreciate those energetic, supportive support, because it's about the message getting out, and it's about me helping to spread light, shed light in these situations. And I take pride in sharing my knowledge, because that's why I'm here. It's my purpose. I teach you what I know and go on this journey together. And I'm open to alternative suggestions, or recommendations, or we're in this together. And that's exactly what we're supposed to do. Iron sharpens iron, right? We're supposed to be making each other stronger, better, quicker, to face the world out there that so badly wants to dismantle, light workers and people, healers that are here to heal and help. I see it like we're an army. We're an army of light soldiers against dark forces. And, if one of your soldiers is injured, you go and you help him out and bring him back to his strength and his health again. So that's it, you guys. That's what I got for you. Like I said, I would really greatly appreciate if you subscribe, like the channel, so we can go on this adventure together. I can't wait to continue to embark on this journey with you. And remember, I love you so much. Creator, universe, spirit loves you so much. and you get a whole team of ancestors and spirit guides to back you up in this situation. All right? So stay strong. Keep going. Much love. Love you all. And yeah, till next time. Bye.